In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. I am Nargis Shehla, Subject Specialist English. I welcome you all to online classes of Divisional Public School and College, Sahiwal. Today we will discuss the exercise of Unit 5, Daffodils. First of all, we will discuss the answers of the given questions. Question number 1 is, what is the central idea of the poem? The central idea of the poem is that the loveliness of nature can be healing and help to ease the burdens in our lives. What do the daffodils represent in the poem? The daffodils represent the beauty of nature that brings about a joy in our lives which makes us forget about the anxieties of life. Question 3. What wealth do memories of the scene give to the poet? The memories of the scene give the poet a wealth of joy and freedom from all the worries of life. Question number 4. List the words that heighten the sound effect in the poem. There are no words in the poem that heighten the sound effect. Question 5. How has the poet heightened the impact of the poem by using the figurative language? The poet makes a brilliant use of figurative language. The similes and metaphors used in the poem not only add beauty to the poem but also make the meanings more clear to the reader. Now come to the figures of speech. Simile. A simile is a figure of speech in which like or as is used to make a comparison between two ideas that are basically dissimilar. If we write a comparison between two things and omit the word like, then we are using a metaphor. The figurative language, it is a figurative language technique where an object or idea is given human characteristic or qualities. Imagery. Imagery is the construction of details used to create mental images in the mind of the reader through the visual sense as well as the senses of touch, smell, taste and sound. Examples of visual, auditory, touch, smell, taste. In the first stanza, I has been compared with a cloud. In the second stanza, daffodils have been compared with stars. Part C is pick out one example of personification from the poem. The waves beside them dance. Dance is a human behavior which has been attributed to waves. As waves can't actually dance, therefore they have been personified. Part D is, here is a list of few similes, metaphors and personification. Can you identify them? Write S for simile, M for metaphor and P for personification. Time is money. It is direct comparison, so it is a metaphor. Number 2, as busy as a bee. Here is use of as, so it is simile. Number 3, the wind whispered the rumors of the forest. Here, whispered is a human quality, so it is personification. Number 4, as gentle as a lamb. Use of as, it is a simile. The sorry gentle engine wheezed its death cough. Wheezed its death cough is human quality. It is personification. The heart of lion, direct comparison, it is metaphor. The apple of my eye, direct comparison, metaphor. As cunning as a fox, use of as, simile. Brown grass was begging for water. Begging, human quality, personification. As wise as an owl. Use of as, simile. Blanket of snow, direct comparison, metaphor. As black as a crow, use of as, simile. Underline the words and phrases that depict clear imagery in the poem. A few words that depict the clear imagery are as follows. I wandered lonely as a cloud. Lonely as a cloud is a simile. Number 2. When all at once I saw a crowd. A crowd is a metaphor. Fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Fluttering and dancing is personification. Continuous as the stars. It is a simile. The waves beside them danced. Here, the dance of waves is personification. Use a thesaurus to find 3 more synonyms of the following words. Saw, glance, gaze. Watched, observed, noticed. Next is shine, twinkle, sparkle. Glitter, gleam, glisten. Connotation means the attitude and feeling associated with the word as opposed to its literal meaning. Example: solitude, a positive connotation, lonely, a negative connotation. Part B. Specify positive and negative connotation of each of the following. Gaze, positive, stare, negative. Shine, positive, glare, negative. Hold, negative, collect, positive. Next, collective noun. A singular noun that refers to a group of people, animals, or things is called collective noun. For example, crowd, class, committee. Next, write the collective nouns of the following. A collection of ships, fleet. A collection of singers, band. A collection of cattle, herd. A collection of soldiers, army. Next part is underline the prepositions of place in the poem. These are high, beside, beneath, on, along, and inward. Next part is use the following prepositions in sentences of your own. Now we'll discuss sentences of these prepositions. Behind. The cat is behind the door. Beside. He is standing beside the lamp. Next to. Ali was standing next to Amjad. Over. The horse jumped over the hedge. Under. The child is hiding under the table. Along. Ahmad walked along an empty road. Across. My school is across the river. Conjunctions. Conjunctions join words and sentences. There are two kinds of conjunctions. Number 1, coordinating conjunctions. Number 2, subordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions. These conjunctions join sentences of equal rank. Examples: but, or, nor, either, also, however, only, so, hence. Subordinating conjunctions. These conjunctions join sentences, one of which is dependent on the other. Examples: because, that, while, unless, as, when, since, if, and though. Next part is fill in the blanks with the appropriate conjunctions. Number 1, he ran fast but he missed the train. Number 2, wait till I return. Number 3, work hard lest you should fail. Number 4, I did not come because you did not invite me. Number 5, you will get a prize if you deserve it. Participle. A participle is a verb form used as an adjective to modify nouns and pronouns. There are two types of participles. Number 1, present participle. Number 2, past participle. Present participle. All the present participles end in ing. Examples: the laughing lady, the falling temperature. Past participle. The past participles of all regular verbs end in ed. Examples: the tired dancers, the injured player. Now come to the next part. Underline the participles in the following sentences. Number 1, he was so shocked due to the accident that he could not speak. In this sentence, shocked is past participle. Number 2, the galloping horse scared the child. Galloping is present participle. Number 3, I don't want that burnt toast. Burnt is past participle. Number 4, don't be frightened, that dog doesn't bite. Frightened, past participle. Number 5, the lorry was carrying stolen goods. Stolen, past participle. Everybody was excited preparing the things for the trip. Excited, past participle. Number 7, if the children are bored, take them to the park. Bored, past participle. Now I have an assignment for you. Number 1, make 5 sentences using the present participles and 5 sentences using the past participles. Number 2, use any 5 coordinating conjunctions and any 5 subordinating conjunctions in sentences of your own.
That's all for our today's lesson. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.